Are your RC adventures missing that wow factor? Frustrated with outdated gear and missed opportunities for epic fun? Fear not. In today's video, I've handpicked the top 7 game-changing products I personally use that'll take your RC experience to great heights. Say goodbye to dull and boring and hello to a world where every moment is pure thrill and excitement. What's up, guys? I'm Shannon, aka the RC Princess, and we are going to jump right into the first product every RC enthusiast needs. Product number 1 is a multi-memory radio. This is a must-have, so you can go from this to this. There are lots of multi-memory radio options out there. I personally really like the DX5 Ruggeds for their looks and the thumb steering, and also I'm just really clumsy. There is also the DX5 Pro, the Gropner, there's FlySky, Futaba. The list goes on and on, really. Even Traxxas, the TQI radios, I believe have a 25 model memory, so lots of options out there. It really makes a huge difference when you're going out to grab one radio versus 5. It was a toss-up between the DX5 Rugged or the Pro. The Pro has the backlit screen, and the Rugged has the thumb steering, which comes in handy when you're a YouTuber and you're trying to drive and film at the same time. So it was a toss-up, but I actually really like the Rugged more. The Pro does have a 250 model memory, whereas the Rugged only has 20. But for me personally, 20 models was fine. And also the price point for me, I did not want to spend $200 more on the Pro versus the Rugged, and also just the added protection of the Rugged was a must-have for me. My DX5 Rugged runs my SCX 10.3 Gladiator, my SCX 6 Jeep, my Phoenix, my CJ7 now, and I'm missing one. Oh, and my Fire Team. There are others that I could add, but you have to be careful because if you're out and 2 people want to run 2 different vehicles but they're on the same radio, then that obviously creates a problem. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And with that, I don't want to turn this into a radio advertisement. If you guys want a more in-depth video comparing the different radios that I do have, let me know down in the comments below. And let's move on to product number 2 that every RC enthusiast needs. Also, I want to point out, if you guys are wondering what that is on my hoodie, it is my microphone. I do not have a good place to put it today. Normally, I just have it sitting next to me and it picks up the audio just fine. But today, I don't know why I don't have a good spot for it. So that is what that is. Yes, I look silly, but it makes audio better in my video. So bear with me. Okay, product number 2. Tools. Obviously, tools are a no-brainer if you're going to own an RC car. Something's bound to happen, like it's going to break, or you're going to be wanting and finally doing that upgrade you've been eyeing. Shout out to the Hobby Wings. And that is where an assortment of tools comes in. You want to have a good variety based on what rigs you have. I personally own 24 scale, 18 scale, 10 scale, 6 scale. So I have a good variety and I'm ready for whatever a rig wants to throw at me. There are tons of options for tools out there. I know Traxxas makes their own kit. This is one of my first kits by Dynamite. It's a really nice kit, but it's been really loved. And so it's on its way out, sadly. And if you want to go higher quality, MIP makes amazing tools. I love their bag too. It's huge and it holds like so many, a variety. Oh, I have some missing. So these, I highly recommend these tools. They are awesome. They feel really good in your hands, and then when you're working on them, it's just like butter. But if you don't want to splurge on MIP, ProTech also makes amazing tools. Love these ones as well. There are so many kits out there. These are just a few that I have and I use and I have used for a while and I really, really love. So that is why I'm recommending those ones to you, but there are so many options out there. I also thought I would throw this little bonus in for you guys with the tool, but a parts tray comes in handy too. This one has like, it's rubber, and so like it really holds your screws and stuff so they're not falling on the floor, rolling under a workbench. Yes, I speak from experience. So a tool tray is also, in my opinion, a must-have, and there are obviously other options for these as well. I know Mofo RC makes one. So lots of options, and I think it is a must-have. Regardless of what tool brand you choose, you just want to make sure you have a variety and it works for your situation, because not all rigs take the same metrics and stuff. So definitely keep that in mind when you are tool shopping. The third product every RC enthusiast needs is a beadlock helper tool. If you work with beadlocks a lot, which I feel like is the most popular, then this is definitely a must-have. It really helps you. Gone are the days of cussing and throwing tires at the wall because of this little tool right here. This tool is honestly like having another set of hands helping you, and you'll get it done a lot faster. This particular one is from Amazon. I know DSM Off-Road has one called the Beadlock Buddy. So I will be sure to link both down below in the description box for you guys to check out, but definitely a must-have. It's no more than a small tool that makes a huge impact. Product number 4 is an RC garage. I have talked about RC garages on my channel multiple times in the past, and I do definitely think they are a must-have if you take a lot of pictures, because they just give you the perfect backdrop for your Facebook and your Instagram posts. If you think about it, when you are looking at other people's pictures and you look at the rig and then you see the backdrop, like what would your eyes prefer to see? A messy background or a blurred out background, or would you rather see something that looks like the rig is in a garage? For me personally, I think it's very pleasing to the eye, and I absolutely love my RC garage, and I recommend them to everyone. In the past, these garages have come in 24th scale, which is what this one is, and 10th scale. And I believe that Bobby over at RC Garages just said that he added an 18th scale garage to his website. So this arrived one day and I had it set up by myself in like less than 5 minutes. It would have been nice to have another set of hands, but I'm super impatient and my husband was at work. So I was like, let's do this. So very easy setup and a very, very nice backdrop for your pictures. And you can even add things to it like little toolboxes, a little dog. I'm trying to find like a little tiny Yorkie figurine because that's what dog I have, and he is the love of my life. So I'm trying to find like a really tiny little Yorkie figurine that doesn't cost $600. And he's going to be going in my garage, but look on Etsy. I know on his website, he links some pages that have like scale stuff, like 3D printed and stuff. RC Garages, this particular company, has high quality products, and the imaging is just out of this world. There are other RC garages out there, but not like this. What Bobby does is pure perfection. He is the perfectionist, and anybody who has come into contact with him has nothing bad to say about him. His work really shines, and he is a really good person. So definitely worth checking out if you are interested in an RC garage. I have done an entire video dedicated to RC garages, so I will go ahead and link that down in the description box below for you. Head over to rcgarages.com to check out everything he has to offer. Along with the garages, he also has shirts, patches, hats, just a really nice website to check out. You can also contact him on Instagram at RC Garages or Facebook at Bobby RC Garages, I believe it is. So super easy to get in contact with him, and you've got to get your hands on one of these. Before we move on to the next product, go ahead and drop a comment down below. What is on your must-have list? Let's add to my list and create just one big giant list for new people entering the hobby, or maybe somebody has something that you didn't think about that could really help you in your RC journey. So go ahead and leave that down below in the comments. Product number 5 is a work mat. I actually have 2 here. I have the axial one and I have an RC Garages one. This one is kind of like a prototype. So if you are interested in one, you're gonna have to reach out to him and let him know that. But these are super nice because they protect the area that you are working. So if you work primarily at like a dining room table and it's a nice table, certain family members are probably not going to want you to get grease and oil and scratches and stuff all over it. So these are super protective. Some of them are even sticky, like the axial one. If I drop a screw, it sticks to it. It's not going to fall and roll. And if it's not sticky, then that's where this parts tray comes in handy. So you just put it there, you put your screws in there, and you're good to go. If you have a dedicated workbench like I do, that is where you work on RC cars, then it just looks nice. So like under here is just like, I have another padding, but it's just like plywood and doesn't look very pleasing. I'd much rather see this. And also sometimes I take these mats and I work at my desk, but mainly this is where I work. So they just look pleasing to the eye and make your setup come together. So like with everything I've mentioned in this video, lots of options for everything. I'm trying not to focus specifically on like one item. I don't want to push for one thing when there are so many options. Like I said, I have the RC Garages mat, the axial mat. I know Dino RC makes a really cute one that I would love to get my hands on one day. So lots of options. Maybe even one day I'll own my own RC Princess work mat. One can dream, we'll see. But yes, a work mat is a definite must-have. Does anyone else's hands get so sore and tired from just turning a screwdriver? I know mine do, and sometimes you just feel like you're getting nowhere with it. That is why product number 6 is an electric screwdriver. The options for these are also pretty much endless. I feel like every tool company has their own version. You have like inline options, which this one is really cool because all you do is turn your wrist. So this is a new addition to the collection. And then you have pistol grip ones that are like this. So these are handy for like getting in there. But then you also have one like this where it can be pistol grip or it can turn into inline grip as well. So lots of different options. I like them all. I think they all come in handy at different times. An electric screwdriver is a must-have just for fatigue purposes and also efficiency. You can get a lot done in a short amount of time. But also with using an electric screwdriver, you have to really be careful that you're not putting too much onto it because you can really strip out the screws. So you just want to barely go. It's still going to be faster than if you were just sitting there, you know, turning it. These are a definite must-have, especially if you do a lot of builds. I do not do a lot of builds, but I did use it on my Phoenix build, and I think honestly that's why I got it done as fast as I did. That, and I don't like putting projects down. One of my flaws, I guess you could say, because I will get so tired and then start making mistakes because I'm not a procrastinator. I don't like to leave things unfinished. So yes, but definitely the electric screwdriver helped me out immensely with that build. So like I said, Craftsman, DeWalt, pretty much every tool brand makes their own type of electric screwdriver. So definitely it made the list and I think it's a must-have. And then lastly, product number 7, every RC enthusiast needs is extra crawlers. This way you can take your friends out who haven't quite made the jump into the RC hobby, but are like almost there. I've heard so many times when I'm out and about, like, I just got into this hobby a month ago because of this guy and now I'm hooked. So definitely having extra crawlers with you. I try to always have 2 with me. That way if I meet like a kid who would like to run one, then I can give him that one to run while we're there. Or if I meet somebody who is like, you know, I've never tried this, and you know, you just never know. We want to continue to build and nurture this hobby so it stays around for a really long time, because if this hobby disappeared, I'm not sure what I would do with my life. So extra crawlers are a definite must-have, and it also gives you an excuse to get another one. I do have a few crawlers that I will not let anybody touch. Looking at you, Phoenix. And bashers, let's not even get into that one. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this video helped you, and please add to the list down below so we can just keep a running list going, and that way it can really help somebody who's new to the hobby or whatnot. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also if you want to stick around for future uploads, then hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!